Well, Halito, I had this idea, and I think a lot of what kicked this idea off was the floods in Kerrville, West Texas. Since I used to, as a child, be in that area a lot, every couple times a year and everything, with my mother and stepdad. I'm 50 years old. I'll be 51 this year, in December, and it's come to my kind of my just thinking about my life and everything. There's a lot of places in my childhood that are already gone. I mean, there's places that just, yeah, they're gone. There's a place on I-10. Now it's a IKEA furniture store. Well, places they used to be Brookwood Apartments, and back in the early '80s. That was a chunk of my, childhood. In fact, I was in that apartment complex during 1983 Hurricane Alicia, when that came from. Places like Afton Village, another large complex, apartment complex, was a chunk of my childhood. I got hit by a pickup truck in that place, riding a bicycle. It's gone now. They tore that place down, and now it's some kind of gated community looking thing. And Spring Branch is just one of those places that the Spring Branch that I knew is not the Spring Branch that exists now. A lot of the houses, house I grew up in, up on a little street called Early Street. Was it 1503, 1504 Early, something like that. That house is gone. That house was built probably in the 50s, late 40s, something like that. It had a water well, originally had a water well in the backyard and a septic tank somewhere out there, because we found the old piping to the tank. Just never found the tank, growing up. That's the whole story, anyway, why I'm looking for a septic tank. Anyway, that house is gone. That house was torn down, probably early, mid 2000s, and there's like a patio home, or like a two-story patio homes now built on top of the property. I mean, they used to be a 3-bedroom house with a con tree in the front yard and a huckleberry tree in the backyard, and my half brother and we had a plan. So next few months, I'm gonna be traveling back to Spring Branch and trying to revisit some of my childhood places and put some stories into context. Some videos will be interesting, maybe. Some videos will be probably not interesting. I don't know. But there's a place I want to start, at least attempt to start. I remember it as Manor Stream Apartments. I was born in the little complex. It's not a big complex. It was also built probably in the 50s, I want to say, late 40s, early 50s. It was built, and I'm gonna try to head there in the coming weekends and stuff. No idea. I know it's gated off now. It's it went from like apartment complex to like townhomes or something like that. It's called something different. But I want to try to go there, and somewhere I got some photos of me in that place. I want to try to line some photos up and everything. But yeah, it's just come to my attention that a lot of the things in my childhood, they're gone. And part of that that memory that kicked me off on those memories was Kerrville, Texas. There was a place I'm looking for on Google Maps. Kerrville is about a 4-hour drive from where I live. And yeah, I can't just zigzag all through Central Texas trying to find something. But there is a water well, a spring. And I remember as a child, we would go through Kerrville, because my stepdad's from Kerrville, and we'd go to a place called Hunt and everything, and often we would follow I don't know what road it was, what Farmer Market Road or County Road or what road it was, but just a little 2-lane road, and multiple places it would cross, zigzag up over the Guadalupe River, and there's some beautiful places up there. But I remember somewhere along that journey of crisscrossing to this river, on whatever road it was, there was a place that had a spring coming out of the rock, out of the side of the little cliff area. And it used to be a home there, I believe. because if my memory serves right, there was a chimney or an old fireplace right nearby. That's all that's left of the house was a fireplace and a chimney sticking out of the cactus and mesquite brush and everything. But there was a little concrete ledge built to catch spring water. Then it sort of trickled off into the ground and ran off into the. My memory says the river's right there, because there was a place. The road was wide enough you could pull off on the shoulder. And I don't know. I'm not sure how my mother or my stepdad knew about this little spring, but it was kind of tradition that when we go to Kerrville, especially go up in the Hunt area, we'd always stop by the spring. And it was my kind of personal tradition that I always drink water from it, sip water out of that spring. And I'm just kind of curious. I went on a quick little Google map, a Google search of springs in Kerrville area. I'm thinking maybe it was kind of I was a child. I was probably, I don't know, 10, 11 years old. Younger, something at that time period, age bracket. And again, this all existed pre-internet. There was no internet back then. So yeah, I tried to Google it, and nothing pulled up, which wasn't surprising. So I have turned to Google Maps, and I'm trying to go to every location that Google Maps crosses the Guadalupe River, and it came to realization maybe what I remember wasn't even Guadalupe. Maybe it was a little tributary creek or stream or something. So I'm trying to find this one little spring and chimney, which also comes to the fact that it's been a couple floods in that area in the past 50 years. This last one was a really big one. There's no guarantee that chimney is even going to be there anymore, or this little area, because a lot of these roads, as Texas gets bigger and more populated, these 2-lane roads become 4-lane roads, and it's very easy for them to people be tearing down things to ride the road and everything. So odds are I probably won't ever find this little spring. There's no photos. I mean, this is there's very few photos in my life. Pre 2010s. 2010s when I got my first phone with a camera on it. I have a couple of Polaroid stuff back in the pre 2010s, 1990s, late 90s. They had a Polaroid camera. But yeah, it's just things have changed so much in life and just around us. Back growing up, there wasn't a camera attached to your pocket, in your pocket every day, especially video. No GoPros, all that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, the next few months, I want to start trying to document places I remember in my childhood, and try to put a context to it. Try to maybe put a story to it, something that sort of stands out, or something that something that's interesting. Because it stands out to me, it might not stand out to you. It might be just a boring story to you, but for me, it is more an emotional attachment to a location or an event in the location or whatever. So, but that's the plan. That's the plan. We'll see. Let's see if I can make it. Try to find places. Like I said, a lot of places are gone. Brookwood Apartments, Acton Village. They're all gone. Old schools we went to, Houseman, they tore the original school down. Landrum Junior High, they tore that school down. I'm kind of curious if the oak tree's still there though. But yeah, that's my plan. That's my plan. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Hunch Bees, Lunch Key.